Mexico City is the capital of Mexico and one of the largest cities in the world. This city is home to dozens of attractions that attract tourists from all over the world. In this article, we will take a look at 10 of the most popular places in Mexico City. Teotihuacan. Teotihuacan is one of the most famous archaeological sites in the world. This ancient city was built approximately 2,000 years ago by the Teotihuacan Indians culture. The city is located 48 kilometers northeast of the center of Mexico City. The main attractions of Teotihuacan are the Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon. These two pyramids were the tallest structures in the world until the construction of the Great Pyramid of Cheops in Egypt. In addition, Teotihuacan is also home to the Pyramid of the Feathered Serpent and the Road of the Dead, the city's main street, which is about 2 kilometers long. Museum of Anthropology. The Museum of Anthropology in Mexico City is the largest museum in Latin America and one of the most important anthropology museums in the world. It was founded in 1964 and contains a rich collection of artifacts from various cultures, including the Maya, Aztec, Olmec, and Toltec. The Museo de Antropología is located in Chapultepec Park and consists of several buildings that display thousands of art and everyday objects from the ancient peoples of Mexico. Highlights of the museum include an Aztec calendar, a statue of the god Quetzalcoatl, and a ritual altar made of stone. National Museum of Historical Heritage. The National Museum of Mexican Historical Heritage is located in a former convent in San Francisco. It houses objects of Mexican history and culture from the pre-Hispanic period to the present. The museum's exposition includes paintings, sculptures, weapons, coins, books and other items related to the history of the country. Of particular note are the displays on the history of Mexico during the Spanish conquest, as well as the 1910 revolution. Chapultepec Park. Chapultepec Park is one of the largest parks in the world and one of the favorite recreational spots of Mexico City residents. The park covers an area of about 700 hectares, with various outdoor activity areas, sports fields, a zoo, a botanical garden and museums. Chapultepec Park is the site of many festivals and events, such as the Music and Dance Festival and Mexican Independence Day. Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe. The Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe is the main Catholic church in Mexico and one of the most visited religious sites in the country. It is located on Tepeyac Hill, in the northern part of Mexico City. Construction of the basilica began in 1531 after the apparition of the Virgin Mary to the peasant Juan Diego. The temple is in the neoclassical style and has 2 tall spires. Inside the temple are numerous relics of saints and relics, as well as many works of art. Every year, the Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe is visited by millions of believers and tourists. Centro Arqueológico Templo Mayor. Centro Arqueológico Templo Mayor is an archaeological park located in the center of Mexico City. This site was the center of political and religious life in the capital of the Aztec Empire. Within the park you can see the remains of several large structures, including the Great Temple, where the god of war Huitzilopochtli was worshipped. Also at the Templo Mayor Archaeology Center, you can visit the museum, which displays excavation finds such as stone heads and figurines of gods. Chapultepec Zoo. The Chapultepec Zoo is one of the oldest zoos in the world and one of the largest zoos in North America. It was opened in 1923 and covers an area of about 44 hectares. The zoo is home to over 200 species of animals including lions, tigers, elephants, monkeys and other fauna. The zoo also has an aquarium and terrarium where you can see a variety of fish, reptiles and amphibians. Mexico City Cathedral. The Mexico City Cathedral is the main Catholic church in Mexico's capital city. The cathedral was built in the late 16th century and is one of the largest cathedrals in Latin America. The interior of the cathedral is decorated with many statues, frescoes and stained glass windows. Of particular note are the wooden doors covered in gold and the organ, which is considered one of the best in the world. Every year, the cathedral hosts various services and events, including masses and classical music concerts. Paseo de la Reforma. Paseo de la Reforma is one of the most famous streets in Mexico City and one of the favorite places for locals and tourists to walk. The street was built in the mid-19th century and named in honor of the reform carried out by President Benito Juárez. Paseo de la Reforma is home to many famous buildings including the Palace of Fine Arts, the Mexican Congress and the National Palace. There are beautiful parks and fountains on both sides of the street, as well as many stores, restaurants and cafes. Olympic Stadium. Mexico City's Olympic Stadium is the largest stadium in Mexico and one of the largest in the world. It was built specifically for the 1968 Olympic Games and can hold up to 105,000 spectators. The stadium is used for soccer matches, concerts and other public events. In 1986, the Olympic Stadium hosted World Cup soccer matches, and in 2018 it became one of the arenas of the World Athletics Championships. Mexico City is a city rich in history and culture, and every tourist will find something of interest here. Whether it is the ancient ruins of Teotihuacan, museums with unique exhibits or modern architectural masterpieces, there is always something to do and see in Mexico City. Like, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell and discover even more amazing places on the planet.